This right here is my $1,000 G35, and as you guys can tell, the fender and the door need to be replaced. But I also need to go ahead and restore these headlights because they're not in the best shape. So once I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and try to fix them up. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode. In today's video, what I'm trying to do with this vehicle is try to fix it and bring it back to OEM plus condition for as cheap as possible. So I have this fender here that I'm gonna be installing, and I also have this door that are both black that I'm gonna be installing. So go ahead and stay tuned for this video. We're gonna try to make this vehicle look a lot better so that hopefully later on the road I can sell it and buy other vehicles. So this took a little bit longer than I thought because the fender right here was damaged. So the bolts on the bottom right there were kind of sandwiched in, and I couldn't remove them. But I was able to finally get them out. This is the old fender right here, and then this is the replacement. This one's in mint condition. So we're gonna first remove the door, and then we're also gonna replace that and then install everything back on. So that I make sure that everything lines up when I install the door, I'm gonna go ahead and scratch the surface right here on the side, kind of just so that I can give me an outline of how the door needs to sit. This right here is the replacement door. It is black. The only thing is that it has this red sticker on here, so I just need to peel that back and then kind of give it a nice buff, and then it should be good. I do have to transfer everything from my original door over to this one because this one doesn't have anything. So if you guys are not aware, this one doesn't close very well. I'm pretty sure I could have fixed it if I wanted to, but it's damaged. So you guys can see right there, has a ding, so we'll just replace it. Now that I've reached this point, what I'm gonna do is remove the window from this door so that I can move it onto this one. The tints are not the same, so I didn't want to leave that on there like that. I'm also gonna remove the speaker and the window regulators just so that I can keep them as a backup because I know that these work. Once I'm done doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and just transfer the doors over, and then hopefully everything works. Now that the door is pretty much stripped out, I'm gonna go ahead and remove that fastener right there, and then there's gonna be 4 fasteners on this side of the door. And then once you do that, you should be able to remove your door. Here's a quick tip for you guys: if you're gonna be doing this job, get yourself a pair of pliers and put them right here on the side of the door so that it doesn't constantly try to close on you. Now that I removed the door and the fender, I'm gonna go ahead and put the replacement parts back on. I'm gonna go ahead and do a time lapse because it's getting a little bit dark. So we're gonna go ahead and do this right now, put everything back together, and then after this, we're gonna try to fix the headlights. So it's a few days after I installed the fender and the door on the G35. My friend Nick came over so that we can go to Home Depot Motorsports and get some sandpaper to fix the headlights. I'm gonna sand them down and then wax them so that hopefully they look a little bit better. Let me go ahead and show you guys how the fender and the door lined up. What are you doing, Nick?
I don't know, man. Exploring inside your car. Is this the car holder? Does this work?
Yeah, it works. But you need to first put it on there, right? So as you guys can see, everything lined up perfectly. I didn't put the side skirt on there, right, because the holes don't line up, so I need to figure that out. But I put a zip tie on there so that at least I'm able to drive it. Are you ready, bro?
Yeah, let me put my seatbelt on.
Okay, make sure it's on there right. I need to get a stereo for the G35 because as you guys can see, I don't have one. Well, I do have one, but every time that I try to connect it, it blows the radio fuse. So I need to figure out this whole situation. But for now, like I said, we're gonna head out to Home Depot.
Yep.
Motorsports.
Motorsports? There's a Home Depot Motorsports?
Yeah, they sell car parts there.
I did not know that.
3,000. So as you guys can see, these headlights have seen better days. I think what happened here is they tried to like VHT nightshade them or something. Because what it has on here is like kind of like paint. So my idea is to sand it down and take that out and then just kind of buff it. I already did a video showing you guys how to restore headlights, so I'll go ahead and link it above if you guys are interested. It's getting a little bit dark, so me and Nick are gonna get to work so that I can finish this. So I noticed that when I was sanding down the headlight, there were some little pieces of plastic that were peeling off. So I think these headlights are covered with a plastic vinyl. People do that because it keeps the headlight from turning yellow. But the downside to that is that if you don't remove it after so many years, it basically starts to get yellow and dark like how this one did. So I have to try to peel that off. Which most likely I'm not going to be able to do because it's very tight on there, it's stuck on there, so I had to probably sand it down. So I'm going to try to do my best to get all of it off of the headlight and try to bring it back to clarity. So far this is how the progress is looking. As you guys can see, I already did this top section, so that's the color of the actual lens underneath the tint that they put in here. So I just need to finish sanding all that away, and then we're gonna move on to the other side so that we can do the same thing. This is the headlight that I just finished removing the tint on, and this is the other headlight right here. So I didn't really realize how dark it was compared to the stock lens, but yeah, basically I have to repeat the same thing on this side. Now the last step that I'm going to do is apply some of this compound onto the headlight and polish them. Before I show you guys how the vehicle turned out, I wanted to go ahead and give you guys a big shout out because the channel is pretty soon going to hit 10,000 subscribers. And I just want to give you guys a huge shout out because without you guys, I wouldn't be able to make these videos. I wouldn't be able to afford all these modifications that I do to them. Eventually, I'm going to try to make a merch line, and I'll be more than glad to give some of that away to you guys. But until then, I want to go ahead and show you guys how this vehicle turned out. There's still plenty of work to be done on it, but I think this is a step in the right direction. So if you guys did like the video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more videos like this. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Eric's DIY Garage. I hope I see you guys in the next video. Peace out.